Hello everyone, it's me Miha and welcome to my list of top 25 VR space games and experience ever created across all VR platforms. This list is based on my own personal experience and setup, and most items of this list I either streamed live or reviewed on the channel in 2023, except a few that I'm still working on their videos. VR is a fantastic entertainment medium, and the way I rank this list is based on the entertainment value. Simply, the more fun for extended amount of time equals higher on this list. Some more close, and for this I use polls either on my Discord or the channel community tab for ranking. Additionally, by space games and experiences I mean the ones that will jet you to outer space, where you enjoy your time outside Earth. If there is a space game that I missed, please let me know in the comment section below and I will ensure I review it and include it in the next list. This list covers only VR space game experiences that are currently supported and playable on either Quest 2 or 3, PSVR2 or steamvr, regardless of its release date. Hopefully, you will find some stuff here that you would enjoy, and if you are new to VR space games and experiences, then this could be a good starting point for your journey to space in VR. So, without further ado, let's start. In number 25 is Among Us VR. Among Us is an online multiplayer social game. Its VR version is cross VR platforms. It's fully functional and pretty much bug-free. Even so the game itself is few years old, it's still tons of fun to play, and especially in VR. You attempt to hold your ship together from the imposters who are trying to sabotage your ship or kill everyone. Number 24 is End Space. End Space is a first-person spaceship shooter where you fight your way in the Tartus sector in space. End Space have some very cool, colorful space environment, and its combat system is fun to play. You switch between different weapons and you need to prioritize mission objectives, which are mostly about protecting or escort some objects while fighting waves after waves of enemy ships. The game is simple but cool, and I enjoyed my time in it. In number 23 is Awesome Asteroids. It's a VR upgrade to the classic game with the same name. In Awesome Asteroids, you are in your ship cockpit. You have to blast through waves and waves of asteroids using laser, rockets and guns, while you also try to keep your bases and other structures from taking damage. The game is limited to tiny areas of space, however, and that's limit immersion factor. Coming close, in number 22 is Apollo 11 VR HD space experience. You go through the whole historic journey of Apollo 11 from the launch pad all the way to the moon and back. You sit beside the greatest US space heroes and you get to play with a one-to-one replica of the actual Apollo 11 command module and lunar module. Apollo 11 VR HD have some stunning views, especially on Quest 3, and it's an experience I highly recommend to new VR space astronauts. In number 21 we have Titans of Space Plus, which is another immersive and educational space experience. You travel in a fully immersive tour across the solar system. Titan of Space Plus allow you to learn more about our planets, about our solar system, discover and examine every object very close, learn about its objects and its history. It's a very relaxing and educated and very well written space experience for any space lover. In number 20, I have AGOS, a game of space. Earth is doomed. We know that, correct? And in a desperate move for survival, we embark aboard hundreds of ships, trying to reach a distant, habitable planet to rebuild civilization. You travel through many unique star systems to harvest rare resources, explore space stations, and complete quests. The game is fun and realistic. It's physics-based and enjoyed piloting my way through some of the very beautiful VR space environments. Number 19, I have Space Pirate Hunter. It's the first-person shooter in this list, and it's a fantastic space arcade first-person shooter where you fight off relentless wave of droids. You have all kinds of weapons and gadgets with you, and it's exhausting but thrilling experience. It have a very nice kicking soundtrack to put you, and a very cool space environment that I enjoyed. Following closely is, in number 18 is Spheres. Spheres Song of Space-Time is one of a kind space experience. It's stunning on Quest 3. It tells you the journey of space through 3 chapters. Every chapter is different, and you will dive into a heart of a black hole. You will see galaxies getting created from dust around you. It have a fantastic poetic narrative and a wonderful sound effects. Spheres left me in awe, and the only reason it's not ranked higher is due to its short time. I really wish we have more experiences like Spheres in VR. In number 17, I have Detached. Detached, you will experience 360-degree freedom of movement, rotation and acceleration in a sandbox environment built for VR from ground up. It's one of the most realistic zero-G experiences in VR, but it also requires a lot of VR experience. It's not really for beginners. It's an intense experience in combination of great immersion but extreme gameplay. Detached is a good game but lacks a bit when it comes to direction, as being lost in a VR environment that's very close to actual space environment is not as fun as it sounds. In number 16, I have Journey to Foundation, which was my highly anticipated VR space game in 2023. It's based on the world created by Isaac Asimov in the Foundation series and books, where you explore many of the world characters and planets from Foundation, and the game have a very good story and it introduced some cool mechanics, but it gets drawn back by a very slow start where you get in a lot of conversation loops that break the immersion before you actually head to the meat of the game, and it improves significantly in the second half of the game. Following Journey to Foundation, and in number 15 I have Ziggy Cosmetic Adventure. In Ziggy, you are in your cockpit of the spaceship, and you will need to combine your ship management skills with the action arcade to flee from the empire that's chasing you around space. Ziggy have some of the most immersive space environments I ever seen in VR. It's very immersive, the cockpit and the worlds around you are blast. The gameplay loop can, however, be a little bit repetitive after a while, but the developers have been releasing one patch after another to make it even more fun and enjoyable. In number 14, another ship management experience is Enter Cosmos. Enter Cosmos, you take control of a Zvezda space capsule that's heavily inspired by the 1970s space technology. It have a very nice story and a very cool interactive cockpit where you need to steer your ship toward different mission objectives, and you need to manage your different ship systems in time. The game is so fun and I really enjoyed my time in it and played it multiple times. Highly recommended. Coming very close after Enter Cosmos is, and in number 13 is Space Salvage. In Space Salvage, you are a member of the Space Salvage Corporation, and you are tasked with completing all kinds of contracts with different kinds of factions in your 160-hour work week. In Space Salvage, you take full control of your space pod and you try to complete the storylines and mission objectives. The game is arcadey, but the game mechanics are so cool and very streamlined, and it have a nice progression system to upgrade your space pod, and you even decide your own story ending based on the decisions you make in the game. In number 12, I have one of the hidden gems in the VR. It's a VR multiplayer space game with a very active community. It's Vox Machine. Vox Machine is a robot combat action simulator that will take you to different planets where you find strange enemy grinders. The game have a single player campaign, but its multiplayer mode is very immersive. It really shines where you have a very cool robot combat system that's full of fun and chaos. Following closely in number 11, I have Vader Immortal. You are a smuggler operating near Mustafar, the wallet of the Darth Vader himself. You find yourself uncovering an ancient mystery of the Sith Lord, and Vader Immortal is a flagship title in Quest. It have a very interesting story and its combat is cool as fun. It consists of 3 separate games where every one is less than an hour, but the game VR mechanics is so interactive and its space worlds from Star Wars universe is very well designed. I enjoyed my time in all of the 3 chapters of Vader Immortal, but I just wish it was a bit longer and this could make it higher on the list. Before we jump to the big league, the top 10 VR space game and experiences ever created, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This will get you immersed in all things related to space in VR across all platforms, but it will also help me a lot to be able to make more videos and better content to you guys about space in VR. So with this out of the way, let's keep going. Number 10 is Space Engine. Space Engine is a one-to-one replica of the universe. You can travel between billions upon billions of galaxies, nebula, stars and planets. You can manipulate speed and time and then witness and analyze and interact with space events beyond imagination. All of this in VR, and it's a very good place to disconnect and recharge after a long day at work. Even after 50 hours in, I'm not even close to scratch the surface of Space Engine. Number 9 is Ghost Signal. Ghost Signal, a VR space action roguelite game set in a stellar universe, is a very fantastic space game. You captain your ship to battle multiple alien species, you encounter planet-sized creatures in VR, you collect valuable resources that you use to research and points and more. Ghost Signal journeys are procedurally generated, so every trip is different. The game is so fun and addicted. I spent 20 hours in without even getting close to get bored of it. It have a very good in-game content. It makes your journey more challenging and unique every time. Its space environments where you conduct your battles are simply stunning. In Ghost Signal you will die a lot, but you will always say, can I just try one more time? Following Ghost Signal and in number 8 the excellent space combat that's set in the Star Wars universe, Squadrons. You have to master the art of your starfighter, and it's a very well crafted and authentic piloting experience. You switch between X-Wing and TIE fighters in some of stunning environments from the Star Wars universe. The game have native support for HOTAS, and if you can afford a simple one like I have the Logitech X52, you will never look back. Its story is interesting, but the space dogfights are simply enjoyable, amazing and addictive. My pick for number 7 is Hubris. Hubris, you are a recruit of the Triple O organization. You are sent to the twin planet system to reach and search for a missing agent of the organization. In Hubris, you will shoot, you will swim, you will craft, you will climb, you will jump. You are trying to survive the harsh environment and wildlife on a planet that's being terraformed. And Hubris is fully rounded first-person shooter that I can't find anything to complain about, especially if you play the PSVR2 version. The twin planet system is beautiful, and the game uses every single VR mechanic to immerse you in a journey you will never forget. Following Hubris and really close at number 6 is Tales from the Galaxy Edge. Tales is an action-adventure space experience where you will take on the role of a droid repair technician operating in the Outer Rim. A group of pirates will attack you and you will fall to the interesting planet of Patau. Tales first-person mechanics and shooting is among the best available across all platforms. There are different weapons that they all shoot and feel and weigh different. The planet Plateau have different biomes based on the missions, and the game overall is very well designed. I played the game over and over after completing it on different difficulty levels, and I never get bored of it. It have humorous characters, enjoyable game mechanics, and most of all, it's heart-pounding combat. There is a lot of characters and the droids from the Star Wars universe that you'll meet along the way and will make your experience even more enjoyable. In number 5, I have the Lone Echo series, Post 1 and 2. Lone Echo is set aboard the Kronos 2 mining space station that's orbiting Saturn. Lone Echo have one of the most heart-breaking game stories ever, and you are simply an AI android named Echo that's supporting the lovely Captain Oliver. In Lone Echo, you'll experience space like never before. You float in 0G all the time, and everything is so realistic. The space environment of Space Echo is stunning. It's full of details and immersion. Every single object in Lone Echo is well designed and have a purpose. Both games complete each other, and every time I jump in Lone Echo, my heart starts to bound higher. I'm not sure if it's the beauty of the game or its amazing VR mechanics. Following closely, and originally it was a tie with Lone Echo, but I got it broken with a ball on the channel, is the Red Matter series. Red Matter 1 and 2 set the benchmark for graphics and resolution clarity across all platforms. In Red Matter series, you are Sasha, an agent awakened in a lunar base by an undercover operative. You are tasked with uncovering the secrets of the mysterious Red Matter. Both Red Matters have a unique, interesting story with a lot of twists and turns, enjoyable realistic space puzzle, a touch of horror, and an enjoyable VR mechanics that leverage everything the VR industry currently have to offer. Taking the bronze medal in my list of the best VR space games and experiences ever created is Vertigo 2. Vertigo 2 is an action-adventure game that have some of the most crazy and impressive world designs I ever seen in VR, period. All have different kind of enemies, from alien creature to robots. There is state-of-art weapons, all look and feel different. There are fantastic boss fights that are very few VR games have, and it have an amazing, fun, long story that I spent over 20 hours in and never get bored even for a single moment. Vertigo 2 mesh combat with fun, with craziness in a unique mix and match that I didn't experience anywhere else. Now for the silver medal, the second best VR space game ever created, Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is a space flight simulation game that will take you to a one-to-one replica of the Milky Way galaxy. It's an open-ended game with tons of in-game mechanics. You choose what you want to be between explorer, trader, miner, or fighter, or all of them. It supports single player and multiplayer. You live in Elite Dangerous, an actual live universe. Every single action by any player impacts the whole universe. Elite Dangerous is marvelous in VR. It's simply astonishing and beautiful. Even after all of these years, nothing beats going to the unknown dark of an explored sector of the galaxy. Alone, in the dark, only you and your ship. The game on Quest 3 looks stunning even more, and you can simply get lost for hours in the Milky Way galaxy without even noticing. Elite Dangerous support HOTAS, which transfers the game even to a whole new level if you can get one. Elite Dangerous is fun, it's beautiful, and it's dangerous. The best ever VR space game created yet. The game that I spent over 1,000 hours in, and it still surprises me daily. It's the fantastic NoMansSky. NoMansSky is an action-adventure survival game where entire galaxies lie waiting to be discovered. Even after years of the game being out and with millions of active players, not even 1% of the game is fully discovered. The game is full of mechanics that would require hours to explain. It's fascinating in virtual reality. Between exploration, wonderful base building, you can build anywhere or any planet. You can team up in multiplayer with friends to do mission or do PvP fighting or racing. You can follow the different storylines in the game and you will simply never get bored in NoMansSky. There is always something going on. And even after all this time, in NoMansSky I still have this feeling that I did not yet find my best planet to settle. I will simply keep discovering, exploring and enjoying all the fantastic game goals, from finding the best ship to the best multi-tool, collect in-game cosmetics, visit different bases, raise my rank with alien faction, fighting sentinels and pirates, or be an outlaw pirate myself. I can simply build the most unique base in the game if I can to, and game have one of the most supporting and welcoming communities on the internet ever. It have a fantastic developer that never stops supporting the game. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much I enjoyed making it for you. Please let me know in the comments below if I missed one of your favorite space game or experiences, and may your trips to space be filled with wonders, joy and discovery as mine.